from New York City, Comedy Central presents Kelsey Handler.
Thank you very much. What's up, New York City? Thank you very much. That's a very warm welcome. I've been here for a total of 6 hours, and I've already been rear-ended. I didn't report it because it happened in my hotel room. After that, I started thinking about starting a family and decided I don't fucking want one. I want to get my tubes tied. I don't want to do it permanently. I don't know if they can do a slip knot or something. I just don't think it's okay for anybody to have a baby, Britney Spears. Okay? I don't think that's okay. Having a baby is a huge responsibility. It's like a 5-year commitment, and you need to be ready for it. Okay? I don't like people who have babies and act like they did something the rest of us can't figure out. Anybody can have one, okay? I could have had 3 if I had gone through with any of my pregnancies. Thank you. That's right. I don't like people who have babies and then bitch and moan about it. My baby weight, I can't lose my baby weight. Your baby's fucking 7. Okay, you're a fat ass now. Put down that taco, okay? It has nothing to do with that baby anymore. I don't like people who have babies and then start talking in months. You know, my baby's 48 months. You mean 4, asshole? Is that what you mean? I'm not 216 months, I'm 31, okay? Please stop talking like that. A lot of celebrities are having babies. Angelina Jolie and Brad Schmidt had their little baby in Namibia or whatever the hell that town is. So technically, that baby's African American, everybody. That's right. Question, do you think she'll talk loud in movie theaters? I hope she doesn't ask her parents too many questions. Do you ever wonder why that little Eskimo Maddox never smiles? Doesn't he look pissed off all the time? And I figured, I used to think he was just burnt out on travel. And then I thought, you know what his problem is? He's so pissed off because he probably thought he was like scoring the biggest deal of his lifetime, getting adopted by this famous movie star who was gonna rescue him from his third world Cambodia, only to find out she's gonna take him to every other fucking third world country in the world. He's probably like, when the fuck are we gonna get to Malibu? Like you promised. Last time I was in Malibu was on a coffee date. I wanna know who decided coffee was a date. We can't even get a meal and shit anymore, ladies. I mean, really, what is a frappuccino gonna lead to? What, a piggyback ride? I like to go out for a cocktail, like 7 in a row, okay? Like, spare me, just spare me. I went out with a guy the other night, he goes, you know, Chelsea, you don't have to drink to make yourself more fun to be around. I'm like, listen, fucknut. I'm drinking so that you're more fun to be around. Spice it up, bitch. Quickly. Okay? The problem with men in LA is everybody's all therapied out, you know? They have one hard night of drinking, they want to throw in the towel and join AA. It's like, God, have you ever been to an AA meeting? No wonder these people are alcoholics. I've never needed a drink more badly in my life. I went one time. It wasn't voluntary. It was pretty much court ordered, but I thought I could give back to the AA community, you know? I see all those single hottie men there. I was like, I could be like a sponsor, you know? Have them call me at 2 in the morning and be like, I want to have a drink. I'd be like, I have one, come It's safe and warm. Let's go. Oh, good times. The great thing about being an alcoholic is that nobody depends on you for shit. Okay? Nobody ever asked me for a ride to the airport. I'm always like, that sounds like a hoot, but I'm gonna be drinking that day. Good luck with that. Why do people who have internet access automatically assume that makes them interesting? My cleaning lady doesn't have a car, but she has a website and a weekly podcast. Like, what is Florencia ranting about? How to fit 12 people into an El Camino? I recently dated an English guy. Anybody ever date one of those pieces of shit losers? What a waste of time. I don't know what it is about an English, Irish, or Australian accent that makes me just want to get undressed and high-five myself. That's how it was with my boyfriend. The first 2 months, we got along great because I couldn't understand a word he said. After 2 years, I'm like, stop talking like that, okay? Talk like me, just try. You dirty, uncircumcised freak. I don't know why they don't just circumcise guys in other countries. They're all gonna end up in our country anyway, okay? Did you hear the new phenomenon that's going on about uncircumcised parents, that they're letting their children decide, the boys decide if they want to get circumcised? It's like, okay, it shouldn't be up to the boy. It should be up to the girl. The one that's going to be blowing him in 15 years. Okay, that should be her decision. All he ever talked about was threesomes. He's like, Chose, try it. You're really gonna like it. It's really popular in Europe. It's like, so is David Hasselhoff. What are you talking about? I have a roommate named Camel Toe, and she's getting married. I don't like people who get married and then make the entire year about them. You know, these people who do this. Is anybody engaged here, getting married? Yeah, good luck with that. Good luck. I don't like these brides and they go and register for their own gifts. Who decided it was okay to pick out your own gifts? And then they act surprised when they get the gift and write you a thank you letter like, oh my God, thank you so much for your thoughtful gift. How did you know? It's like, bitch, you picked it out. That's how I knew. Okay, I typed in your name and a ceiling fan came up. What? Pick that out on my own. Why don't you buy me a gift? I'm still single. I don't know if you can register at a liquor store, but I would like to try. When I get married for the first time, I'm gonna register at Bank of America. I'm a half a Jew. I'm not fucking around. We get nothing out of it. You throw wedding showers and bachelorette weekends for these girls, right? We spend so much money on these dresses that are terrible. What do we get out of it? Nothing. A piece of chicken and a roll in the hay with their hillbilly cousin. No, thank you. My family's very close. I can do that at home. Never ends at the wedding because then they leave and they go on their honeymoon and you're so happy, you're like it's over, and all the bridesmaids are complaining and commiserating together and it's over, and then they come back and want you to watch the video. It was like, bitch, I was there, okay? I saw. I don't really want to see footage of me passed out on a cake. Or they feel bad for you, you know? They feel bad. My girlfriend met her boyfriend ice skating on a Saturday night. Okay, I'm like, listen up, Camel Toe. If you see a grown man alone on a pair of skates on a Saturday night, you're thinking, I'm not gonna let this fish get away? Good luck with that marriage. Good luck with that. He's gonna come dancing out of the closet in a ballerina outfit in about 6 months, okay? And then your friends, when they get married, you know, they feel so bad for your single people. They're like, oh, Chelsea's so sad. You're always sleeping with strange guys and hooking up. It's so sad. It's so sad. It's like, it's actually called happy hour, okay? So it's not that sad. they come over and they go, why don't you come over on Friday night? We're gonna have a bunch of people over. We're gonna have game night. It's gonna be nutty. Game. Unless we're playing Who's Hiding the Ecstasy, I'm not gonna make it, okay? Because that's my favorite game. Game night. I'd rather take a bubble bath with my father, okay? Speaking of Shamu, my father's bald, weighs 250 pounds, and pees in our driveway like a German Shepherd. So I thought I'd take him to Costa Rica this summer because my mom passed away a couple months ago, and I thought it'd be a nice time to bond with my father, or as I like to call him, bitch tits. And I was expecting to bond with my dad. What I wasn't expecting was for people to think we were a couple. It started when we got upgraded to first class, which I thought was a courtesy, and I later found out they thought we were on our honeymoon, because that's what he told them. This after him causing a huge stink because they wouldn't let him bring his computer on the plane. It's a desktop, okay? This is what I'm dealing with. He's like, it's better they think we're a couple than they think you're a lesbian. I'm like, first of all, Dad, you pointing at your penis is not the international sign for a lesbian, okay? And I'm not a lesbian, okay? I have a sister who's on a volleyball team that practices indoors. So if anyone's a lesbian, it's not fucking me, okay? Believe me, I've thought about becoming a lesbian. Those bitches look like they're having a hell of a time, don't they? Getting all drunk and going beaver hunting and shit. Yeah. Then you gotta get in the whole lesbian scene, and go buy like hiking boots and a truck. And then who pays for shit? I guess the guy who's watching, but what if he's not there? What if he can't make it? So my dad's like, you're not a lesbian, are you? I'm like, no, I'm not a lesbian. I sleep with guys all the time. He's like, well, you're not a hooker, are you? I'm like, no, I'm not a hooker. I don't charge people. I'm like, and by the way, can you stop pointing at your penis? Because you're creeping me out. I guess I should have been happy. He's like, you're not a hooker, are you? I like to spank myself on stage. Mostly because I don't like to get spanked in the bedroom. Boys, I don't know what newsletter all of you got telling you we like to get hit when shit's going down. Okay? That's something you need to discuss with us, okay? It's so demoralizing, ladies, isn't it? You feel like you're having a moment with some Mexican or whoever you're partial to, and then you feel that hand on your ass, like, oh my God, just hit me? I thought I was doing bueno, what? Like you're gonna go have to make them a quesadilla when you're done or some shit. You know what I hate about being single? I hate romantic comedy movies that make you feel like shit about yourself because these things will never happen to you. And there's 3 formulas I figured out because I spent a lot of time hungover, and I know that my favorite is where J-Lo's walking across the street and trips over something ridiculous like a leaf or some shit. And then Matthew McConaughey comes whipping around the corner just in the nick of time, and he says, when does shit like that happen in real life? I fall all the time. You know who comes and gets me? The bouncer. Yeah. These movies are so depressing. You see them and then they meet someone romantic, and then at the 60-minute mark they break up, and then at the 90-minute mark they get back to, they bump into each other by coinky-dink or some shit, by the river. Or on the tarmac as their 747s. Who ever chased you down a runway? When does this ever happen? You don't run into ex-boyfriends and ex-girlfriends when you're looking good and want to. Last time I ran into an ex-boyfriend was at 3 o'clock in the morning at Rite Aid. As I'm ringing up Gas X and corn removers. And I'm like, hey, what's up? These are for my grandmother, that old bitch. He's like, aren't they both dead? I'm like, one of them came back, okay? And she's sick. 3 or 4 vibrators on your birthday is kind of funny. It's kind of funny. 11, it's not funny anymore. I mean, how many do you think we need? How many do you think we need? All you need is one good one that works, okay? Unless they came out with a new one that can also make drinks. All you need is one. I got 11 vibrators for my birthday this year. Do my girlfriends think I'm at home double teaming myself? I mean, I got a vibrator that needed 2 9-volt batteries. What am I, R2-D2? I don't know what to do with that. You know when you're dating a guy and they make up some silly excuse about why they don't want to date you anymore, they're trying to scare you off, like, I have herpes or something. And you're like, okay, not so fast. So do I. I wrote a book called My Horizontal Life, a collection of one-night stands. Oh, thank you. I actually haven't read it, but thank you. And people are like, oh, you know, you never think when you're a little girl that, you know, you're gonna grow up and be, well, a whore. You know, when I was a little girl, I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna wait till I go to college to lose my virginity, you know? I had all these big dreams, you know, and then the 3rd grade just ended up being such a nutty year. And I'm so glad I didn't wait for college, because I didn't end up getting accepted anywhere. But I don't understand why anybody waits to have sex in this day and age. Like, at this point, you need to find out what's going on in this arena right away, okay? I don't want any shrinky-dink surprises on a Saturday night. Last time I waited to have sex with a guy, he showed up to my doorstep with butt plugs and a flashlight. It's like, okay, whoa. What's up with the flashlight, sir? Is it normal to be sore after a massage? Is that normal? From your gynecologist? Is that... I recently had sex with a midget. Not on purpose, he was a tricky little fucker. He kept giving me shot after shot after shot of tequila, and he kept getting taller and taller and taller. And some people have a phobia of midgets, you know, they're like scared of them. I have the exact opposite. I see him, I want to hold him down and cuddle him and be like, come here, you little fucking nugget. Who's your mommy now? So cute. So cute. People are like, that's not the politically correct term, midget, you know? And I'm like, obviously you've never hung out with one, sir, because I've hung out with 12 or 13. And I know from personal experience they like to be called either nugget or little fucker, okay? I met my first midget in Mexico, and he was a waiter with a sombrero on his head filled with chips and salsa. Like I was gonna let that guy get away? I don't think so, okay? I don't think so. And I brought him home to my, hotel room, and I woke up in the morning and heard the little pitter-patter of feet on my Spanish tile. I'm like, oh my God, did I have a baby? What is that? I have a girlfriend who thinks that penis size doesn't matter. And she's like, Chelsea, it doesn't matter if a guy doesn't have a car or if he has a small penis. He could be good at other things. I'm like, what? What, math? Finding guys with big penises? What is he good at? I love when you're on MySpace, when a guy's like, oh, do you want to go out? And I'll be like, how big is your penis? And they'll be like, I've never had any formal complaints. As if when we encounter a small penis, we wake up first thing in the morning and lodge a formal grievance with the LAPD. Okay? If you pull your pants down and we start text messaging our friends, you have a small penis, okay? You have a very small penis. Sir, you have a small penis. I can tell by your sweater. You know who my favorite celebrity is? I just met by the way, my favorite celebrity ever now, who I wasn't a huge fan of before, but I met him a couple weeks ago at a party, Robert Downey Jr. Absolutely love this guy. Yeah, absolutely. You know why? Because he's committed to being an alcoholic. He's absolutely committed to it. And I respect that. I mean, this is a guy who's been arrested for drug possession on several different occasions, and then after that managed to get a DUI and have pot, coke, and a gun on him. My question is, after you've been arrested 3 or 4 times, who calls up their friends and is like, hey, let's get an 8-ball, let's get a bag of weed, let's get a gun, let's get a 6-pack, and fuck it, I'll drive. Thank you very much. I'm Chelsea Handler. Thank you guys.